It is time to unwrap the Stars Golden Knights series with some help from our friends at Upper Deck. We're going to open up a pack of cards and see which Stars and Golden Knights we can talk about. Starting with one of the Golden Knights. Oh yeah, this guy's a star. Wild Bill, they call him. William Karlsson. He's been quieter than he was the year Vegas went to the Stanley Cup final, but why is he still an impactful player?
He can do it all. He plays the 200-foot game. He had a career year the year that he got to Vegas. In Vegas, the inaugural season, he went to the Stanley Cup final. He's got all sorts of skill. Maybe he overachieved that year. But you know what? Everybody in Vegas knows he's kind of that quiet superstar. He can play first, second line, no problem. You can drop him down and play third line. He's in any situation. But he's at his best when he's playing with offensive players and skilled players because he makes other players around him better. And that's what is so important about a William Karlsson type of player. Great cards. I love these cards.
They're so cool, right?
You know I used to have a hockey card store, huh?
Didn't you bring hockey cards the last time you were here?
From 1993, way back. But yeah, so this is like my wheelhouse hockey cards.
Okay, well, then you'll like this next guy, Tyler Seguin. It's a little MVP card right here. Take a look. Oh, if I can get this down. There we go. Tyler Seguin. No question, he's a game changer. He, speaking of quiet starts, would have done anything to score early on in this playoff just to get that off his mind. But now he's scoring again. He's certainly helping out in other ways, too. Why is he a game breaker?
Well, he's got a game break because of his shot. He has got such an electrifying shot, and he can get it off very quickly, whether he's in tight, whether he scores from distance. The one thing that I think everybody in Dallas wants to see is more of that shot. And we've seen him score plenty of goals in his career. Right now, he's concentrating on all the little parts of the game, and here's the quickness he gets his wrist shot off with. Tyler Seguin can break the game open with one shot, and that's why he is so dangerous. We talked about faceoffs earlier, too. He can be dominant. Yeah. He was dominant in the first game on the faceoffs. That's another good aspect of the right shot center.
Let's go to the blue line right now because our next card is Alec Martinez for the Vegas Golden Knights. Not necessarily what you would call a household name, but such an important part of this team. Why?
Household name in Los Angeles, if you're a Las Angeles
Vegas?
Kings fan. No,
yes, that too.
He's got a Stanley Cup game-winning goal. That's one of the importance of Alec Martinez is the experience that he brings to this team to understand what winning is all about and how to win. I love this little flip play. That's a Larry Murphy play at its best. And he coined that back in the 90s, Larry Murphy did. But for Martinez, he can play defense, he can play offense. He's not going to be the 1-2 guy. He's not going to be the 5-6 guy. He can move in the middle, usually a 3-4, but he's not afraid to be put up against the team's best offensive players, and he can play any situation, and he's won Stanley Cups. He knows what winning is all about. So he will become a household name in Vegas if they win the Cup here. Right now, he's still a household name, right behind Drew Doughty, Anze Kopitar.
All right. I like it. Kings fans are like, yeah, hello.
Well, he and Mike Rupp have something in common. Stanley Cup game winner.
There you go. It always comes back to Rupper, doesn't it? Okay, finally, we have Alex Tuch, former Minnesota Wild player. I'm just going to throw that out there because I know the Wild still would love to have him as a part of their team, but man, he has done so much for Vegas. Why do you like him?
Well, I like his size. I like his speed. This is what he does best. He just takes off through the neutral zone, and it's a set play that's not a set play. When he's on the ice, he's pretty much tells his team knows when we have the puck in our zone, Alex Tuch is taking off. He's got great speed. He's got great hands around the net. How many of these plays? So here's another one. He just takes off, and he can outrace the defense and the back checkers to loose pucks, pick them up in the offensive zone, and he's got a great finish. Plus, he is one of the few guys in the National Hockey League, not just on Vegas, but in the National Hockey League, who's not afraid to stand in front of the net when the D are winding up for the one-time clapper. I'm sure he's closing his eyes, hoping it doesn't hit him in the head. But I really like Alex Tuch. I've watched him play since he was about 16 years old in Syracuse, and this kid has got it all, and very impressive. And you're right. I think the Minnesota Wild would like to have him back, but they don't.
They don't.
He's in Vegas.
Oh, and he's an important.
He's killing it in Vegas.
He is crushing it. Let's have some fun. Open up some cards, shall we? I know you're a card guy, like we were talking about. So let's see what we got. Which one? When did you bring cards from?
I brought cards from an old 93, 94, way back when.
That's cool though. That's
I had to break some open. Yeah, I had to break some old open. Everybody around the office likes to open cards.
All right, I got plenty of guys who are still fighting for the Stanley Cup. Brock Nelson, Minnesota. Sorry.
Victor Hedman.
Ooh.
How about that?
Still fighting.
We just went West Coast, first card of the pack.
Yeah, right into the Eastern Conference final. And Anders Lee. Oh my goodness. Minnesota.
There you go.
I feel like they rig it for me every time.
I'm Sweden. I got Oscar Klefbom. I'm all Sweden. There's Oscar Klefbom. With Nicholas Hedman.
I've got Kyle Connor, no longer Nate Schmidt.
There's Elias Lindholm.
There's such a theme here. It's bizarre. Nate Schmidt, Minnesota. What's happening, reader? What's happening?
There you go. Zach Parise. I'll trade you, Zach Parise.
Yeah,
I'll trade you, Zach Parise. That's worth 2.
I've also got a cool card for Semyon Varlamov, who we expect to be in that tonight. I don't know.
There's another one. Darcy Kemper. I'll trade you Darcy Kemper.
Oh, I love it.
Trade you.
Okay.
That's a goalie cards are worth more. Everybody people collect goalie cards, you know. People want more goalie cards.
You want Teuvo Teravainen? He's sweet.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Oh, look at this. This is a limited.
We're going to keep looking at our cards.
Rasmus Dahlin, MVP.
I promise when we come back, we will get back to talking actual hockey news, including Jack Adams finalists.
Unwrap is presented by Upper Deck. UpperDeckEpack.com lets you buy, open, and collect your favorite hockey cards from anywhere at any time. Get a free pack every day just for logging on. Visit UpperDeckEpack.com today.